Alright, what I'm about to do now is go over my past trades for the week. It was a pretty hectic week for me, but I learned a lot this week. Main thing was that I can trade with size. So I think this is, let me zoom out on my 1,000 tick chart. I think this is, this is March 3rd. So on March 3rd, the market opened up pretty weak. It was trading in the range, and I was looking to play the short side. So if I zoom out, and right now the main thing I'm just trying to do is make sure I'm following my plan under pressure. I'm not really concerned about the money. The main thing is, staying disciplined to the plan. Because if you do that, then the money will come. So this is March 3rd, I believe. And March 3rd. So market was definitely bearish, but then in the morning we started going sideways. We had the top of the range here, bottom right here. So I'm looking to play the short side a little earlier in the morning. We broke to the downside, and I told myself we come up and retest, and I'm gonna look to play the short. Let me see if I can zoom in. And so my rules for playing the range bound short is a price rejection at the highs. You can't see my volume profile chart right now, but it definitely was some price rejection. It was bearish divergence. Let me zoom in some more. Zoom in a little bit more. So, of course, market opened at 8:30. We started going sideways. Bearish divergence. Price rejection. We had value below. I already knew that because the market was down here. Bearish divergence on my 233 chart right here. We making higher highs, but my lines in my histogram not. We break upside structure on strength. So we break structure right here. And my lines in histogram showing me strength on the move. We make a strong push up. We fail to make a new high. And we close below the 20 and the 100 on this candle right here, this bearish candle. So bam, I take the trade. My stop is above here. And my take profit is somewhere down here. And the trade ended up working out. I took it off kind of early because it started retracing back. And then once it turned back down, I put it back on. And then it took profit again. So that was that trade. I'm going to see if I can go to March 4th. Pause this video. Alright, so with this trade, this is March 4th. And the market was still weak to me. We had opened up, and during the open, we traded below the previous day's close. That's the red line, these two lines right here. So what I originally was wanting to do, I said if we break down, I want you to catch a range bound short in here or in here. So did I follow my plan? Yes, but I could have waited. And I'm going to show you why. Because the previous resistance was at this level. I had a good feeling that the market was going to trade up to here because it was just too much liquidity I was seeing on the price ladder. So I'm like, the market is going up here, but I seen this setup, and truthfully, this run down, I'm looking for the short, the price rejection at the highs, value below, bearish divergence on my 1,000 tick. MACD lines histogram pointing straight down. Break above side structure on strength. Right there, MACD line. Fail to make a new high. We close below the 20 and 100. Bam. I get short. I set my stop above the high. I take profit down here. My stop get hit. Did I follow the plan? Yes. What could I have done better? Maybe tighten up the stop a little bit and maybe even waited this trade out to come back and test this level instead of this one. But like I said, the goal is not to make money. The goal is to be disciplined and follow your plan and control your emotions under pressure. And the target is to make money, but the goal is to be disciplined and follow the plan. And my setup, it appeared, I took it, didn't work. That's a part of trading. So then, let's talk about yesterday, Friday, my last trade I took for the week. All right, so now this is Friday. This is what just happened yesterday. So if I zoom out, what time is it? This is the open right here. So all in pre-market, we trading above yesterday's close, which is this purple line. So I'm bullish. We're making higher highs. I'm bullish. So what I'm looking for is this range bound long down at this level, or the pullback right here. Didn't get the pullback, so I'm looking for the range bound long. Now, what I ignored is the simple fact that how weak we opened up. Like, I'm bullish, but right at the open, 8:30, the market just been steady dropping. So I ignored that. I'm not gonna lie, because of this right here. I'm bullish all day long. It straight up ignored the fact that the market just sold off at the open. Flip buys to bearish. So what I'm looking for is this range bound long once we come into this level. And what happened was, y'all can't see my 1,000 tick chart, but on my 1,000 tick chart, we had made a low, and then right here, we kind of had a strong push up. We made a new low, but on my 1,000 tick chart, price had got rejected, and I had some bullish divergence on my 1,000 tick chart, like my lines and my histogram. It was putting in higher lows, which is not these lines right here I'm talking about on my 1,000 tick chart that y'all can't see. So I'm knowing it's more than likely about to go up, but I knew it wasn't gonna turn that quick. The market just sold off way too hard, so I'm like, it's gonna make another strong push up, get some people trapped. It's gonna try to shake them out, and then it's gonna go. So, well, I didn't know that, but I said if it makes a push up and it fails to make a new low, then I'm long, because now I'm playing like the head and shoulders pattern. So I'm getting this move. So that was my next qualifier. We break downside structure on strength. Let me zoom in. So we get my next qualifier. We break downside structure on strength. Look at that push up on MACD and lines. And I said, okay, if we fail to make a new low, we close above 2 moving averages, and my histogram is confirming the move, then I'm getting long. So check this out. It did it. It broke structure on strength. It tried to go lower. It couldn't make a new low. So now I'm playing the head and shoulders pattern. I said if we close above this 20 and my lines and histogram diverging up right here, bam, I'm going long. I got to go. And so I basically got a perfect entry. And I'm gonna tell you why this trade bothered me so much. I'm not gonna lie. It bothered me. But I'm over it now. Because I get long, right? Perfect entry. Lines and histogram diverging up close above almost 3 moving averages. Bam, I'm long. It didn't go against me a tick. I'm long one contract at 84. It rips to 94, basically 93. I'm up almost 10 points on one contract. My gut instinct, I'm not gonna lie, once it curled back over, told me to get out. But I didn't listen, and what I did instead was it bounced, it pushed up, I added to it. I added another contract at 88 half. So now I'm basically long from 86. I'm basically long from right here. Average then, I'm basically double down on my position. I'm long from right here on average. I set my stop below this low. As you can see, it's right here. I got my stop hit, but my take profit was at this level, at this previous supply level. If you look up here, it was a lot of supply up here. So I'm like, okay, if we bullish, I should be getting this move, this strong push up. So instead of having a great day, I end up taking like what did I do? I end up taking like a 6-point rip on this trade. Actually 8, because I'm long from 86. I got out at 78. So I took an 8-point rip on 2 contracts when I was up by almost 10 points on the first one. Doubled down thinking it was about to bounce. Should have scratched it when it broke this structure, came back to retest. I could have just scratched it right here. So this trade ended up, this is one of those trades where it's like, it sucks because you was in a winner and you let it turn into a loser. But the thing is, I followed my plan and got a perfect entry. Like, I followed that flawlessly. But while in the trade, I got sloppy. So that's what I'll come back and work on next week. But I'm not down on myself at all because, like, my entry, it was so perfect. Like, I was up good and I could have just took the profit. But instead, when it came back and bounced, I was trying to work on adding to it. And it just didn't work out. And I hung around too long and let it run my stop. But basically, I'm happy because I learned that like I can execute flawlessly. It's just adding to it, maybe add to it earlier, but not when the trade comes all the way back and takes all your profit away. So this week was a pretty good week. I'll be looking to come back next week and have a pretty great week. And I'll keep y'all updated. So see you next week. Stay tuned.